What was your thoughts on your first game?
I thought it was good. I thought we played a good overall game as a team. Defense stepped up, what they always do. Offense played a good role. Tight ends, they came out to play. Running backs. We'll get them going in week 2, and we'll just move on.
You're obviously familiar with this game. The idea of starting it. What's been this week like?
Obviously this is a different mindset for everybody in the building. Just going up against Iowa, a great team, but I'm just going to go into it like it's another week. Prepare. I'm going to prepare the same. Practice the same, and go into it like another game.
What was it like for an offense only to get 45 plays? I guess that means, 35-ish for you? I mean, that's half of what a lot of games go for, or even less than. What was the dynamic there?
First half, I think they kind of wanted to rotate us, which, was awesome. JJ got in there a little bit. Second half, I started to cramp up a little, so I missed a couple drives, but that was really why we couldn't really get a lot of plays in, so.
Were you kind of looking to improve on for the offense heading into week 2? Mainly just kind of like that deep ball that you kind of connected with on that touchdown?
Mm-hmm. I say just up front, just being more aggressive, just blocking on the perimeters, and just in my case, just progressing through plays whenever it's needed.
When you watched the film, did you evaluate yourself any differently than you did Saturday right after?
Yeah, you're always going to evaluate yourself harder and differently after the fact. So there's definitely plays in there that I want back, just a couple deep balls, but we'll get them right.
Matt, for years, has talked about offensive efficiency as being one of the things that he looks for and strives for with the offense. How did you guys feel like you did that on Saturday?
I felt like we did good. We pried on the ball, and we had no turnovers, which is good. That's a good start for us. And if we don't turn over the ball, good things will happen.
You mentioned narrowly missing, I think, on a couple of really deep throws. Are you the type of guy that can look at your line, very efficient day? You had the 2 touchdown passes, no turnovers, but do you kind of kick yourself on those when you're watching films, like just that hair off kind of thing?
Yeah. I want those back, but I'm going to flush those and move on to week 2. I'm going to get them throughout the season, so it's not really a big deal to me.
Hawkeye defense, that's never something to really play with. What have you and the offense have been kind of preparing for what they're going to throw at you?
They've been, insanely good for the past 20 years. They have a good, solid defense. They're disciplined in what they do, and we're going to go into this week prepared, and every day we're going to get better. And looks against our defense, our scout team, they did a good job today. So just keep getting those reps in practice will be good for us.
What was the dynamic like between you and I guess JJ as well with Coach Shieldhouse during the game? Kind of the first go around for everybody.
Yeah, it was really a first go around for everybody, especially Coach Shieldhouse as the OC and QB coach. We weren't able to talk to him a lot during the game. We have Coach Waters was down there with us. He helps out with us, so he was really Coach Shieldhouse would talk to him. He would translate to us, which was good. But that was really all that.
How much can you take away from being on the field at Kinnick for that game last year?
It was exciting. It was the first time I've been in like a college stadium where the environment was like that. So that was a good experience to take away, and hopefully it's like this here at Jack Trice on Saturday.
You ran the ball for 134 yards last week. How much in turn did that allow the offense to open up passing wise, getting some of the deep balls that you got?
Yeah, so on the sidelines, I was telling the linemen, keep pounding them in the run game because it's opening up the pass game, and exactly what you said it did. So if we keep tracking along on the run game, we're gonna hit some deep shots here soon.
Was Saturday's game plan to go to the tight end?
It wasn't, but they were open and they got their shot, and so I'm gonna throw it to the open guy.
Is that taking the money?
It is, yeah. Taking the easy stuff, taking the easy throws. So they were my first read on those plays, but that's really all it is.
Do you hear from your wide receivers then after a game like that?
No, we're all humble. I was telling them I'm gonna get the ball to them sooner or later. So they're all for it. We're just all happy we got it done.
You're never satisfied anyway. Right?
What was it like watching Tyler make the moves he made on his touchdown, and then obviously Ben did a great job of getting really open so he could put touch on that ball?
Yeah, Tyler, he's done a great job this fall camp. Cover injuries. Matt Campbell had, expressed to you guys. But he's came a long way, and he's fought through a lot of stuff. So that was good for him to get that touchdown and move out there like that. And then Ben, as a true freshman, he looked great, and so he's just gonna get better every week.
How has it helped, hindered your career growing up in a family? Your dad was a football star. He played 11 years in the NFL. He coaches the XFL, did ESPN TV football games. How was it growing up at that?
It was tough, and when I was little, he was never around, stuff like that. But he was always there in my ear. The wisdom and all the knowledge he has given me over the past 18 years has been amazing, and I take that with me every day.
Did you go to the XFL, hang out with him when he was last summer?
Yeah, I went to a couple games. When we had off on Saturdays, I went up there, drove down for a couple games. So.
What have you learned over the last year about what this game means to Iowans?
It means a lot to them. This is like a lot of the fans' Super Bowl. But for me, I'm just gonna go into I know it's a big game, but I'm gonna go into another game. I'm gonna prepare the same. I'm gonna do everything the same. Come out of the week with prepared and get a win.
Thank you.
Yep.